I find these questions very annoying. They're not hard necessarily. I just don't like it when there's like these charts in the choices. I feel like there's a lot of going back and forth. It's just very tedious on my eyes. There's a lot more scrolling usually because it doesn't fit on the screen. But basically what this is saying, I mean, this is a plug points into equations question, right? That's our main math strategy. Plug points into equations. I recognize right away that I have an equation, obviously. And what are these charts? They're just charts of points. And there's nothing I need to do with them because they're just the x's and g of x's that go with this graph. So I would do this the same way I would try with any plug points into equations question. If I have multiple points to choose from, I choose the laziest one. So for me, kind of looking at the x's that I'm offered here, 0 is the laziest one. So that's where I'm going to go. So I'm going to say, well, what is g of 0? This is something I could do in my head, but just for the sake of showing you, right? This is kind of like a y-intercept, right? 11 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. So I'm looking for the point 0, 4 in my chart. It's not here in A, it's not here in B, looks good in C, not here in D. That's it, I'd be done. So in this case, it's not such a big deal to go through these charts because only one point is necessary. But notice the first point they offered us is the -1 point. And that still would have worked and we would have gotten C, but just like, I think they're trying to see if you are capable of doing the easiest thing or if you're just kind of always just robotically doing the first thing offered to you, right? So there is an element of laziness on the PSAT and SAT that is valuable, right? 0 is a lazy point. -1 is not as lazy. You got to deal with the negative, something could go wrong. It's just a little bit more to think about. So try your best to kind of notice those paths of least resistance through questions. When we have points, zeros are such a great place to start. So for me, that's just kind of my default move pretty much no matter what.